I'm here with NFL and Oklahoma running back Adrian Peterson all day. To me, Mr. Peterson, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing, man. Blessed. Can't complain.
That's what's up. I understand that you're doing some work with Rebalance. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I'm really super excited. I've been trying this new product for about 3 weeks now, from a new company, and it's called Rebalance. It's the one thing I love about it, and I was telling my boy this. I'm like, hey, if you're trying to get your mojo back, like me, continuing to master your mojo, you need to go ahead and order this product because it does amazing things with it. It's all natural supplement that it's an all natural supplement system that optimize physical and mental performance, whether that's at work, in the gym, or even at home. The other key thing about it is that it's 3 pills that you take. One in the morning is the energized pill, and then in the evening it's the relax, and then at night you get the dream catcher. And how those 3 pills kind of connect is it helps with the cortisol levels. It helps balance those levels throughout the day so that your body can produce naturally and natural testosterone, human growth hormones, and other hormones that helps with overall wellness and performance. So I've been using it for like I said, for a couple of weeks, and when I wake up, it gives me a pep in my step. And it's like I remember when I tried it the first time, it was just like a natural energy. It wasn't like drinking coffee or any other supplement or pre-workout that has synthetic ingredients in it. It was like a natural burst of energy that I felt. So I was really kind of locked into it, and then I'm high energy. So when I took the relax that evening, it helped me. It didn't make me sleepy. It just kind of mellowed me down. So that was amazing in itself as well. And then the dream catcher at night, bam, it knocks you out. And getting sleep is critical, to the body as far as like recovering and things like that. Just being rejuvenated for that next day, that next task. So I just encourage everyone to pre-order and to find out more information. You can go to rebalancehealth.com and you can learn more there.
Hey man, I've always thought of you as one of the best natural athletes of my lifetime. So anything that you're endorsing, I'm gonna take a look at. But along those lines, it occurred to me just here last week that you have an argument for being the best player to not win the Heisman Trophy. I wondered, who do you think is the best player to not win the Heisman Trophy?
Man, who do I think? I would say without to my horn, I'm saying, because I got robbed for sure because I was a freshman. That was the only reason. Who was the first freshman? Manziel? Was he the first freshman that won?
Yeah.
And I was so I was happy for him, but I was like, that should have been me. Like I remember being at the Heisman ceremony, and it was like I remember a couple of the Heisman guys that were already in there, old school, came up to me and was like, you're a freshman. We're not gonna give it to you. So I knew that I wasn't winning it, going through that process. But I would say I would probably say Deion Sanders.
Okay, so like one, I'm gonna go ahead and make that note to send this video right over to my colleague Matt Leinert, let him understand, let him know how you feel about 04.
He knows what's up.
But no, to the point about primetime, I got to talk with him earlier this week, and that also crossed my mind. I wonder, who was your favorite player coming up? And more than that, as you were going through your own recruitment, it was a big deal because it was right at the start of what we know of as the internet recruiting rankings and whatnot. You were down at A&M in Oklahoma, and there's this really interesting story that I want you to basically tell the truth about. Did Coach Gundy walk into your bedroom and tell you that if you didn't come to Oklahoma that you were going to have some problems?
No, it didn't happen that way. But he left a kind of, I remember we were leaving out of our locker room, and it was like a long tunnel towards like the front of the school. And I stopped, said my goodbyes to him, whatever. And I remember him turning around. He was saying, like, "Hey, listen, you know, I know you got the opportunity to go anywhere you want to go, but at Oklahoma, we want you there, but we're gonna continue to win championships with or without you, you know." So that kind of hit me. It was just like, I just respected that, because he wasn't a guy that was like, kissing my butt and all that. Just kind of kept it 100, and they did a great job of recruiting me as well. But that's kind of how that one went.
Hey man, like it's for me, it's always been a ballsy move because you were that dude coming out, right? We all knew about it. We all knew what you were about at Palestine. And I also want to just throw this in here. When people say AP, does it bug you as much as it seems to bug us?
Nah, it doesn't bug me. It doesn't really bug me as much. Actually, a lot of people in college were calling me AP too until we got Alan Patrick there, and his name was AP too. So they was able to kind of transition and understand that, hey, we just called AD. So all my boys, my people back home, they all know me as AD. And but for me, I've been called that so much, throughout my career, AP. It doesn't bother me, So I'll let it ride.
So you have a better disposition about it than us, but all day means something different down at Oklahoma for us. Do you have a favorite story that you can tell us about being in the weight room with Jerry Schmidt, aka Schmitty, who's made his triumphant return to Oklahoma?
Oh man, do I got a great story? Well, we were it wasn't in a weight room. I guess I can share that one too. We were doing our workouts in the morning, and we had different groups. And fortunately for the groups that went earlier, we were able to avoid that sun, right? So, guys, the last thing guys wanted to do was come back for that afternoon workout in that heat. So I mean, we were doing change of direction, and this was after the weight room. And when I tell you, it was a grind. It was a grind. All workouts were a grind. That's one of the things that attracted me to Oklahoma. But anyway, we come out the weight room. We do a lot of other different drills, and then now we're doing the conditioning, change of direction. Boom, 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 and I'm talking about. It seems like we're going. The group that I was in was 4 of us. It seemed like we were going for 45 seconds or a minute, and he just stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. And maybe like I think we had like 8 reps of that. And like on the 7th rep, like Smitty, he kept talking. He just kept talking noise. It's like, you can pick this shit up. Adrian, you need to whoop. He was just talking so much trash to us and to the group and to me. And I remember thinking to myself, like, man, I'm beating everybody. Like, what are you doing? And I remember on that 7th rep, he was like, you guys get out of here. He kicked us out. He kicked us out. And to me, I think Smitty wanted to have that on his resume that he finally, kicked me out of a workout and made me come back, And I remember my boy Marcus Walker. He was I forgot who, maybe DJ Wolf was in that group as well during that time, but we were so hot, like walking back to the locker room because we were just so tired. But another quick story. It was after our training camp practice, right? And we're running suicides, right? And then we had 4 trippers. We get down to the last 4 trippers, and it was me, Marcus, Alan Patrick. We all lined up, and we're going. We get down to the last one. Like, granted, like we're soaking wet. We're exhausted at this point. We get down to the last one. Smitty used to be on the line, just watching. Make sure you didn't make the time. Because if you didn't make the time, you got to start. You got to come back later and do them all over again, right? So we get down to the last one, the last 4 tripper. And I remember going down, bam, and it's like I was coming back. I crossed, Marcus crossed, and then the countdown started. I think AP had started cramping up or something. And he probably got coming back past that first hash, and Coach Smith started counting down. He was like 5, 4, and you just see AP just like I'm looking, bending down, looking at him, and he was giving everything that he had. 5, 4, 3, and he get past the second hash, and he dives because he's hearing Smitty call the time down, and he dives for the line. And as he touched the line, Smitty says 0, no good.
What?
No good. As soon as he said no good, he just turned around and sprinted off. Started right up. Because it was like the practice was over there, right? Turned around and sprinted off towards the locker room. Man. That was one of the funniest things. That it wasn't funny in the moment, but once we got back to the locker room and we recovered and we was able to laugh about it, that was probably one of the funniest things that happened when it comes to the workouts.
That's rough, dog. That's rough. I don't know that I could be that kind of dude. Well, Adrian Peterson, AD to me, thank you so much for joining us here on behalf of Rebalance, and I wish you well with your career, sir. Thank you so much.
And then let everybody know they can go to rebalancehealth.com to learn more. So finish it with that.
Right on, dog.
All right, appreciate for having me, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for watching this video, and remember, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos on the #1 Ranked Show YouTube channel.